Hello, my name is Niall Peppas. I am the art teacher at Westminster Special Schools, and I will be talking you through this video, accompanied by the music we listen to in class. This video is for parents and carers to support a range of students with varying needs and interests. Please feel free to just focus on the parts that you find useful. Thanks.
Art. Messy play. This video gives guidance as to how we support students' sensory experiencing and understanding of material qualities. Object of reference. Paintbrush. For an art session we use an art symbol, but also a paintbrush as an object of reference. A student can look, hold and feel this object. For hand over hand, we can run the brush from hand to fingertips or give a small circular motion on their shoulder or cheek. Hand massage. To wake up the hands for maximum sensitivity and interaction. Object of reference. The tub, pot or tube of cream can be held, squeezed and seen, and most importantly be presented to be smelt by the student to build anticipation for the upcoming experience. Applying the cream. Where a child is ready to engage, the hand massage can serve purely as a secondary indicator for the beginning and end of a session. For stiffer hands and students who experience their surroundings with hand-over-hand support, an extended hand massage is preferable. If highly motivated by hand massage and communication is emerging, we can offer the pot of cream to cause eye gaze, a reaching, grabbing or pointing response, and where a student can copy hand gestures, we can begin to use signing or prompt verbal communication. Messy play. Rice. We can visually present a rice packet as an object of reference to encourage choice by reaching. We will then hear it by slowly shaking it in a bottle, looking for awareness and responsiveness through eye gaze or reaching to find the object. As a shaker, we can extend this interaction based upon active student participation or communication. Finally, we will track the rice, pouring it from a height in front of the student to watch for interest. Here you can see two different responses that are both communicating engagement. Where highly responsive, we can pause and wait for our students' specific form of request for more, always extending from reaching to pointing, pointing to picture exchange, signing, vocalizing and verbalizing. Presentation of object. In a sealed container, we can give the student the opportunity to problem solve and also request help, which we can model to them whenever they look to us for support. Always give a reduced amount of the material so that a student's desire for more may prompt an independent request. Where the exploration of rice is hand over hand, we can massage the hand using the rice as a medium. We can drop the rice onto the hand and we can fill their hands with rice and create a fist to create the sensation of holding. For students who have begun to explore independently, a measuring jug and funnel is a great extension to practice organisation, to create a purpose for the object. We can extend this organisation further with a bowl, spoon and cup, showing our student the action we want them to repeat, to again create a goal. Where using tools is too complex or of no interest, the task becomes the emptying of the cup, the pouring of the rice, so as to play with it. To encourage and focus on pouring, you can keep filling up the cup with the spilt rice, so that the student has to keep pouring it out. Always remembering to give the student some time to explore the rice with their hands, as that is what is keeping them interested. To build support for anticipation, transition, choice and change, we can use a now and next board with pictures or symbols to support the direction we have in mind. Here, rice, to rice and paint. Where exploration of dry rice has become normalized, we can add paint. Here a student can choose the colour. Remembering to wear an apron, the student, where possible, can help with the squeezing of the paint and then be encouraged to mix the wet, sticky paint with the dry rice. The intensity of this experience is very helpful in drawing hand-to-eye coordination and also a great way of introducing paint. If the student rejects the activity because it is too messy, let the paint dry and you now have coloured rice to explore. The student can then choose between different coloured rice. Messy play, cornflower. Where we can, present the box of cornflower to students for whom it has become an object of reference. For hand-over-hand presentation, it's nice to start by watching the flour fall from a sieve. This being an item that some students may request or reach for where it is in the line of sight, but out of reach. Where motivated to watch or shake the sieve, this is a great activity to prompt communication for more flour. During hand-over-hand experiencing, we can place the hand in the pile of flour and begin to slowly massage and rub the flour into the hand. This is a great sensory contrast to the earlier, greasy hand massage. Clapping our hands together, where we aren't concerned about students that cannot blink, is a nice but messy way of drawing a student's focus to the activity. To build support for anticipation, transition, choice and change, we can use a now and next board with pictures or symbols to support the direction we have in mind. Here, cornflower to cornflower and water. To introduce water for more anxious students, we can communicate that we will be adding water with the sensation of a wet sponge on their forearm. Where the object understanding exists and a student is motivated, we can also use a water spray, which as a fun tool we can take away to prompt a request for more, either with eye gaze, reaching, pointing, or early gestural or verbal communication. When adding water, add in very small increments, as it is very easy to add too much. This is another opportunity for the student to add and request more. To add colour, taste and smell, we can add a safe spice, sweet paprika, turmeric or blue spirulina. prompting the student to mix with their hands. Where students mouth, please refer to the sensory taste exploration video. For hand-over-hand students, we can place their hand in a jug and fill with the thick corn flour and water mix. As their hand pulls away, or you pull on the jug, a weak vacuum is created, giving the sensation of suction. The completely mixed material is beautiful to watch fall, and for students who are learning to draw or write, using their finger in corn flour may be more motivating. Using a spoon to scrape is also great practice for using a pencil to draw. Messy play, pasta. As with all opportunities, we can present the packet as an object of reference or choice to be reached for or requested, where appropriate, visually. For visually impaired students or students being given a hand-over-hand experience, we can rattle the spaghetti by their ear to hear it. Continuing to support an experience for students that require hand-over-hand, or for us to create the sense experience, we can gently tap, brush and drop the pasta on the hand and forearm. This can be done in the same extended way that we have explored hand cream, rice and corn flour via massage-like practice. We drop the pasta from a height for both a visual and sound experience and look for eye movement, reaching or grabbing, or a change in expression or interest. Where a student can reach and grab, we can offer them a few pieces of spaghetti to reach for, practicing hand-to-eye coordination, or where practiced, we can offer the entire packet, trusting the student to only take a fair amount. This is for students with some level of language and understanding. Where the student explores with just one hand, we support by enabling two-handed interaction, the goal being to intentionally break the pasta. Where the student enjoys the visual experience of waving the spaghetti, we can both perform this for them and, where appropriate, snap the pasta so that they might ask for more, reaching, looking, or signing with prompt and support. This sabotage of their play helps to support a desire to communicate. To build support for anticipation, transition, choice and change, we can use a now and next board with pictures or symbols to support the direction we have in mind. Here, pasta to pasta and water. To experience material change, to develop understanding of pasta, we have explored it as a dry, brittle material. Next, we add water, which can both be an opportunity within the student's eyeline or a sabotage that we can add during play. Where motivated by water, this becomes another communication opportunity. You can prepare some spaghetti in water earlier so as to ensure the student experience the contrast of dry and brittle to wet and floppy. Thank you for listening to this presentation.